What's up, guys? I'm coming at you with some details about the test workouts. If you're on day 2, you did your first test today. That test is 8 rounds of 10 V-ups immediately into a 25-second plank hold, then a 30-second rest. You do all 8 of those rounds trying to hold as true to that setup as you can. If it gets too vicious and you need more rest, or you just can't quite hold that 25 seconds in one hold, break that 25 into two holds, 15 and 10, whatever you got to do to get it in, and then take your 30 seconds of rest. If you do take extra rest, take notes. It states on there to take notes for this workout, because in future weeks, we actually progress this and make it harder as long as you completed it as prescribed. As prescribed means as it's written. That means you did 10 V-ups immediately in a 25-second plank and only rested 30 seconds every single round for all 8 rounds. So then next week, if you completed it, if you look back and you're like, man, I crushed that, next week you add 2 V-ups to every round. The following week, the V-ups go back to 10 and the plank goes up 5 seconds. So it'll be a 30-second plank every round. Then the following week, you add to both. Week 5 is the only week that the test is different. It's completely different just to make up the redundancy, and you're going more for a max effort plank, giving your best attempt to get your max plank. Through this program, your plank will get better and your core is going to get more stable. I just don't want it to get strong and conditioned. I want stability built, and I want to improve people that have back pain, hip tightness, things like that. A lot of times back pain comes from just a weak, unstable core and tight hip flexors. So by working that plank and squeezing the glutes, we're going to be able to improve that, and I'm really hoping to help people that might have low back tightness and low back issues and just an unstable core in general. So doing your best to hold as true to that as possible, and every week, if you're able to hold true to that, how that workout's prescribed, you get to progress it until that final week, where you get to shoot for 14 V-ups each round and what is it, a 35-second plank, if I do recall. Yeah, 35 seconds, because week 5 is different. So it's just a cool way to see yourself improve each week if you can. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is those tests are scattered out through the week differently. So I had it day 2 this week because I wanted you fairly fresh for it. I wanted you to be able to go out hard. I think next week it might be one of the last workouts. So it's mixed up. So, don't get too upset if one week it feels way harder than the week before, because it could be workout 4 of the week, which means you're going to be a little fatigued, your core is going to be a little tired, and you might not be able to put 100% of your effort into it. Not that you're not giving it your best shot, you're just fatigued and wore out and the muscles need to recover. Not every day is your best day, but you can do the best you can on each day. And that's how you get results. You don't go into the gym and hit 100 push-ups in one set every single time. There's going to be days where you peter out at 50 or 60, just as an example. It happens. The body needs recovery, depending on how you slept the day before or ate, or if you didn't have enough water. Things affect that. So you're not always going to output your best performance, but each individual day you can give the best attempt at those workouts that you can. So if you have any more questions about this test and the progression, feel free to ask. Remember, just trying to hold as true to that prescribed workout as possible, and take as many notes as you need. I left gaps on the page so you can write there, and next week you'll be able to look back and write at it. Oh man, 2 of the rounds I had to rest a little extra, so I'm going to keep it the same this week and try to complete it as it was originally designed. So week 2, let's say you look back and you didn't complete week 1 as prescribed. Week 2, you're going to do it the exact same way and try to eliminate whatever you adjusted the week before. And then if you do, that 3rd week, you get to progress it. So it's pretty cool. This is one that in the future I'm going to want a lot of feedback on. I may have to adjust a few things, little tests like this. Maybe the rest is too long or too short, so it's going to be cool to get feedback on this and see how you guys' planks improve, especially week 5 when we go for those max effort holds. It's going to be super cool, it's super fun, and I think it's going to be a really challenging test in the coming weeks for you guys. Have fun with it, and do your best.